Hello, everyone. Welcome to Map to Love with Catherine Nicole. This is more to the story of the channeling that I received, the SOS channeling of the Divine Masculine. I will attach that to this video. If you haven't listened to it, or if you listened to it when it first came out, you may want to listen again. We're going to talk about what Spirit showed me, what happened prior to the SOS and laying in the metaphorical deathbed, laying the old to the rest and working on the ego and, sort of being in this silence, this healing. So we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about, these are the cards that Spirit had me pull in front of you. We're going to pull those after and talk about those. That's what's going on right now and what is transpiring after all of this settles. I just want to tell you all how much I appreciate you. As always, take what resonates with you. Spirit channels through people in different ways, and this is just one of the ways that Spirit has started to channel through me to help you through these times of separation, silence, distance, any kind of confusion, when you need healing. And I just did a beautiful healing session last night with a new client and her dog. And I'm telling you, it was incredible. And I'm going to do a video on animal communication. It'll be out later this next week. So look for that. But, right now is a perfect time to reach out for a healing. I mean, I'm being serious right now. I can do family healing. When you heal, your pets heal. If you're a little off, your pets really vibe off your energy. So it's really important to keep yourself balanced and aligned, and it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful time for that. Whether it be me or someone that that's close to you, reach out for a healing. It does help, and it's just, I've had so much positive feedback lately. I just want to share that with you. So reach out to me anytime. Okay, we're going to go through the channeling, and I pulled some cards from a couple different decks that I'm just going to show you as I like visual representations, or you can just sit back and listen to the message and not look at the cards. But I know a lot of people are very visual, so it is a channeling, so I ask what cards to put with it to kind of go with the moods and feelings of the people. But let me just paint the picture here. So prior to the masculine just sort of falling, hitting rock bottom, basically, just basically, I can't do that. I'm not going to do this anymore. What do I do now? And looking to the light, which is beautiful. Prior to that, there was a very explosive tower moment. Now, you or your person may have experienced this energy in, different ways, because we all are here with unique perceptions. But I'm going to paint you the scene, and it's this kind of energy that was going on. So here is the feminine energy, the one that we saw in the hospital room that just was so disconnected and, there to show face, but not really there for the masculine, just sort of like going through the motions, in it for the money, in it for the security, stuck for some reason, but just not really having much love and compassion for the masculine. And that's when I stepped in as a representation of the healer for the masculine collective and helped, breathe life back into the masculine with all of your unconditional love and help and support. But this is someone that the masculine thought was his everything. Going to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm in love with you, but did not realize that there was a dark side to this Empress, and a dark side that was brought out in the masculine because of this. Because that's, what? We should never blame people for how they are, okay? Because we contracted them to be in our life, and they contracted us. And sometimes people are in our life to push us, to make it hard, to, distance themselves and not love us anymore, to force us to love ourselves enough to get out and move on and know that you're both meant for other things. You can really choose to look at it that way, or you can have hate, it's really up to you. I choose to see the light in it. But this feminine is done. It's like, the feeling I get is I just don't have that love for you. I don't feel attracted to you. I don't want you anymore. I desire a different life, but I'm manipulative, and I'm going to play mind games with you, and I'm going to mess with your head, and I'm going to give you little hints, that oh, maybe something's transpiring, or maybe, it's like emotional manipulation, mind games. You see that? That's what this feminine has been doing, is playing mind games, because her energy is out of whack. Could be a him, but we're just going to say her for the sake of this, because I saw an actual female and a male, but it could be representative of same-sex couples, is just what I saw. But this female is just really toxic, and really all up in her head, just feeling like she has to manipulate the situation because she really doesn't know what to do, and she's not sure what she's going to do once things end, that kind of a feeling. So just kind of using the masculine in those ways. And I feel very immature emotionally, so sometimes doesn't even realize that they're doing that. Sometimes, yes, it's very deliberate. In this situation, what led up to this, it was very deliberate. The feminine in the situation was being nasty. Like the most nasty you could ever be to someone, nasty words, horrible things, evil eye, if looks could kill, that kind of a thing. Just holding that stance. And the masculine raging. The masculine was raging. It was like a raging argument. So much fire, so much heat, so much fear, so much negativity spewing back and forth. You see? And although the feminine didn't act like it was getting to her, oh, I'll tell you, it was getting to her. That's why you see blood coming out of her eyes, like whatever truth this masculine was releasing finally. The masculine has been very pent up, like pushing things down, ignoring things, focusing on work, focusing on kids, focusing on, keeping themselves busy however they can to ignore this, because this has been going on for quite some time, knowing that they need to leave the situation. But the same thing, it's control issues, manipulation. Oh, if I do, then I'm going to have to give up, some of my money and the house and all that stuff. It's all those ego-centered, three-dimensional things that have been holding back both parties from moving on. And the masculine saying, how could I be so foolish? Like, how could I be so foolish to think that you were going to all of a sudden be the woman that I once thought you were, that you once were? And how could I be so foolish that I let other people in my life get away because I was so focused on taking care of you? I mean, but it was much more. I don't want to get nasty on my channel. If you can imagine a very heated argument going back and forth of everything you can imagine from the past being brought up, just unleashing on one another. And it came to this moment where the masculine was at the top of that boiling point and screamed at the top of his lungs, "Do you even like me?" And the feminine looked at him with that same look that you're seeing in these cards and said, "No, I don't." And it was, as soon as she said it, she regretted it. As soon as he heard it, it almost knocked the wind out of him and on his feet, because it was real. It was true. She doesn't like him. There's nothing there to hold on to anymore. And then the masculine was speechless. And then here comes this death. This knowing that this is done. I can't even ignore this anymore. This part of my life has to die. Like, I can't be like this anymore. I don't want to live like this anymore. I'm not a fool. I'm better than that. Like, why was I doing that to myself? And then, while they're in the metaphorical deathbed, the channeling of the SOS, listen to that again if you feel guided. This is what they're thinking about during that time where they're being introspective. They're in their cave, they're healing, they're thinking, they're on their own, in their own world. What they're facing, their fears, cutting through the illusions, realizing that this true sacred divine feminine is what they want. And how could they be so foolish to let that go, to not know that? And they've been through the battle and they want justice. They want justice. They want justice with their sacred feminine. This is how they see you, the true divine feminine, their true partner, as the high priestess. They know they've hurt you, and you're licking your wounds, and you're healed, and you're wise, and you're beautiful, and you're gorgeous, and you're all-knowing. This is how they see you, as their truth, as their clarity. But the truth can hurt sometimes. And that's what kept them away before, is because it was so powerful. This truth, this love, this pure divine connection was so powerful to them that they ran. They got scared. Didn't know what to do. Never felt that way before. So they're really thinking about the divine feminine. You, the true divine feminine. During this process, they're working on connecting to their emotions again. Like, see, these swords of truth right here is a good representation of what's happening. It's like they're building their strength and stamina, connecting to their emotions, working through them. And that's very challenging for this masculine. They've not ever really done that. They've been ignoring their emotions for quite some time now, pushing them down. Oh no, I don't need love. I can just, oh my God, I have a lot of money, or I have all these opportunities. I have all these friends, but rising up by gaining emotional intelligence. That's what's happening, because as the masculine rises up, speaks his truth, cuts through the illusions. It's a process, right? Because rising up out of the illusions, things become more clear, breaks the chains of the past. See, I'm no longer a chain to the past, to my past emotions, to the past, rising up into that balance of head and heart, finally getting out of his head enough to find the balance. And it's like focusing on the heart space, focusing on the sacred feminine, how they feel, and then the progression, everybody at their own pace, right? So you have to allow the time to heal, but they're rising up as the emperor. That's what's happening. They're being purified in the light. They're looking to the light finally. You see, now they're taking the swords, the two swords, transformation, letting go of the past, breaking the chains, and rising up into this emperor, status. So that's what's happening during the time, because the masculine is sick of having no connection. I mean, these masculines could be abstinent, like this relationship has been stale for quite some time, so they're not having any intimate relationships, and they don't want to try to force it. They want to be with someone that it's natural and it flows. So they're finding the balance with that, taking time to themselves, feeling very frustrated about getting this justice and working out legal documents and what can we agree upon. What the hell? I've worked so hard. I'm the one that's, the provider, and I've worked and I worked really hard. I've gone to school, whatever it is, their own business. And they're like, I have to share all of this. I mean, it is a little bit of an ego battle. Like, I don't want to give this up, but in the back of their mind, they want the true connection, the romance, the real marriage, the true divine sacred union, right? And that is that moon just saying again that they're focused on the divine feminine. The divine feminine helps heal them. So they're facing their fears, and they're realizing that they've kind of, kept themselves trapped in their own ego about the material world. Like, oh, I have to give up this and that. But, feeling frustrated because they know they've been foolish, because so what? They can make more money, and they don't want to sacrifice their happiness and love being in their life for money and things. They're finally realizing that, because what they truly want is their empress. This is their true empress, the sacred divine feminine, the high priestess that's in the light, that operates from a place of unconditional love. They're very frustrated with themselves that they didn't see this sooner, that they didn't go after this before, because they know now that they allowed themselves to stay stuck. Because this is what they really want. This is creation, expansion, growth, abundance with their true divine empress. And here comes the masculine sun saying, you are my everything. You're my happiness. You're my joy. I've never felt this way about someone. The connection we have spiritually and, sensually, connecting to them in the energetic realms in this way, sacral chakra, root chakra, lit up. That creative energy, that sacred sexual energy that flows between you is incredible. And they really are beating themselves up pretty bad. They want to communicate with the sacred feminine, but they don't really know what to say because they know that they're the ones that have been the fool. Childish, immature, ego-centered, but now they're focusing on the light. They're working to heal their physical body as well as their mental and emotional bodies and spiritual bodies. When they think of the sacred feminine, they think of the unconditional love. So divine feminines, it's really important right now to love yourself, nourish yourself, shine that beautiful unconditional loving light, because it's calling the masculine back to you. You see that energetically by being open and receptive. You're calling the masculine back, because all as the masculine wants, all as he wants is to look into your eyes, because that's his wish come true. That's his dream come true. The divine feminine, again, very healing to the masculine. The masculine knows this is destiny, knows that this is the sacred union that he's been praying about and manifesting. Once thought it was the old empress, the relationship they were already in, or someone they had already been with, long ago. Thought they were the one, but realized they're not. But it's finally admitting that to yourself that is tough for some masculines. So some masculines have a harder time coming out of that ego and pushing through those barriers. So the best thing that you can do, divine feminine, is live your best life. Be happy. Send that happiness and that joy. See life as abundant. Hold your vision, but let go of the who, what, when, where, and why, and just be the empress, goddess, high priestess that you are. And be open and receptive to this love. Be open and receptive to communication. Allow yourself to heal, because when you do that, the masculine heals. So the masculine is healing right now. So I'm going to take these cards. And if you can hear this, I have balance male and female energy, harmonize inner field by meditative mind playing. Okay, we are going to move forward now. So we know what happened pre. There's that tower moment, the storm, the communication. It had to have been said, although it was nasty. And, both parties may have a little regret working to release that. It was necessary. It wasn't going to happen unless all of these things bubbled up. That's why this time period in the world is going on right now. And I'm praying and I'm sending healing to all that are affected and protection on everyone else so that we're not affected, and all this beautiful healing light. And I've been feeling it and sending it to all of you. But it also was a time that these tower moments had to happen, because people were forced to go within, forced to be in their own thoughts and in their own feelings, forced to be with this person in close encounters way more than they wanted to be. Because before they could be busy with work and busy with travel and busy with all these other things with their kids, and now they can't. And so it was necessary. Do you see how things are shifting and it's necessary for the shift? Okay, we're going to go over the cards that came out. The Spirit wants us to talk about in this connection, what's going on with the Divine Masculine. What are the best things that you can do, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, during this time period of healing and reflection? Okay, challenges, blocks, fears, negativity, betrayal. I want you to look at this card, because I've never seen this in this card before. But look at how the feminine, that's the feminine that the masculine is letting go of. That's her. So piercing, the masculine has been frozen for a long time, in illusion, stuck, not really realizing that they had the power to get out of this stuck situation, boredom, that Four of Cups, but, self-destruction, self-sabotage. So it's just like they kept the box, the self-imposed box kept getting smaller and smaller, and they're feeling quite claustrophobic and they need to breathe. So what this tower moment with that heated, fiery communication, that's what was necessary to break the masculine out of the self-imposed limitations, to get clear on what's important. And you see now how this sword, the universe, is working with the masculine to melt this ice. You see that clarity coming down on the masculine's head, giving them the clarity that they need. connecting to source finally, connecting to their higher mind, to their truth, to their heart space, and they're looking elsewhere. You see that? They're looking that way, in that direction. Gaian awakening. And 8, manifesting abundance, manifesting new beginnings. During this time period, Mother Earth is healing, you guys. It's so beautiful and so wonderful, and she's so thankful. But it's a Gaian awakening right now. Preparing for relocation, a new life, a new world. The portal is opening. It's the ascension process for everybody is ascending to higher levels if you choose. This is the awakening of who the masculine really is and who their true divine partner is and where their abundance on all levels lies. And it lies in their spiritual ascension. It lies with their connection with Mother Earth. It lies in their connection with source energy and who they really are. They're awakening to their power and their purpose in this world. These divine sacred unions, twin flame, soulmate, whatever you want to call it, these unions that are coming together are powerful, and they're going to help heal Mother Earth and make changes on this earth that are necessary for all of us. It's a really powerful awakening for humanity, to work together instead of apart, and to release yourself from the self-imposed limitations and blocks, knowing that it's all part of the plan, it's all part of the lessons learned, and moving forward into this new life. Wow, a 9, spiritual expansion, growth, majestic eminence, priestess. Again, high priestess, divine feminine, your worth. Do you see divine feminine? How you set your healthy boundaries and you know your worth and you send that unconditional love out and you know how powerful you are and you let that light shine. You are literally manifesting your dreams. The masculine can feel it, can feel the healing, can feel the clarity, and knows your worth. There's beautiful, majestic, wonderful times coming. Do you feel that? The divine feminine is sending out healing and unconditional love out to the universe, to Mother Earth, to her sacred masculine. And look, the masculine feels you and you're helping melt the ice down. Wow. The masculine is looking right at the sacred feminine. That is my goal. I know that that's what I get to experience when I go through this new portal to new life, when I take care of my physical body, when I get out of my freaking head and tame that ego, tame that beast, face my fears, my shadows, every aspect of me, and bring it into the light for this grand awakening and ascension. The cards earlier make so much sense now for the ascension process, and how the masculine is doing that is by connecting to their emotions and rising up. You see that? The masculine is rising up by getting the clarity and truth that was necessary to come in to break them out of this. Oh my God, they've been so stuck. To break them out of this, to release themselves by connecting to their emotions and rising up purified as the Emperor. You see how these cards make perfect sense with this. Wow, there's so much healing and so much beautiful things happening. Okay, let's see what the other cards are that came up. Okay, so we have new beginnings, a message, a messenger, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Look at the rainbow, healing. So there's healing happening, forward movement, some kind of message coming in for new beginnings. And then we have things being cut away, 10 cycles ending, cutting away the ex, cutting away addictions, codependencies, focused on making this solid, grounded Knight of Pentacles offer. But first and foremost, in order for this to happen, things have to be concluded in their life. And divine feminines, you can ask yourself, what needs to be cut away in your life so you're ready for these new beginnings? Are you ready? Are you standing in alignment and in your true divine sacred feminine power, taking care of your physical body, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual body, connecting with source. So it's really important during this time to ask yourself, what do I need to let go of to allow these new beginnings in? Am I open and receptive to communication when it comes in? Ask yourself that, because there's things that are being healed right now as part of your wish fulfillment and this solid offer coming in. Let's see what came in on this side. Okay, so yeah, this is what needs to be cut away. Deception. Ooh, some serious deception. That's that fighting. You see that snake? That's poison. That's the Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh, you guys. You see that? That's the Queen of Wands. Sevens are spiritual lessons. It was necessary. You know, the forbidden fruit I'm feeling. And, you know, perhaps there was some deception, cheating, third-party situations, whatever it is. But this is that toxic, nasty energy. And I just want to show you something, because now it makes, you know, it's so interesting. I love living my life intuitively. And the Queen of Wands in distortion, because that's what this feminine energy is. Look at that. Queen of Wands is what Spirit had me pick out for these cards. That's what needs to be cut away. Whoever that feminine is. You know, I do feel wife, significant other, but it could be a sister. It could be a mother. It could be just, you know, an ex that just they have a tie, an energetic tie with still, like they have children with, and is just getting in the way. Whatever the case may be, that's what has to be cut away. That was the tower moment. That was the nasty energy that it was necessary for the masculine to experience. And you know, sometimes we have to allow them to go through these tower moments, because that's how we learn and grow. You know, we've all been through the tower moments, and they do make us stronger. There is always life on the other side. Remind yourself of that. There's life on the other side of this, but it's time to clear away the deception. Stop deceiving yourself, you know, about your current situation, about the connection. Trust your own inner guidance. The High Priestess already came out once and came out again with this card here. Okay, there, less of a glare. So trust your own intuition right now during this time. Let's see what the Keepers of the Light, who's here. We have Green Tara, Supreme Protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. You see that? Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitations and trust. Wow. And this to me is abundance and health, abundance in the physical plane. When you leave the past behind and you move beyond the self-imposed limitations in your mind and your life, and you push out of old paradigms and go through this new portal, trust. You are being protected the entire time. Your family, your children, you are being protected. Serapis Bay, Ascension. Look again, Ascension. It's part of the ascension process to go through these things. If we don't go through certain things in our life, we don't learn. We came here to learn and grow, so trust the process. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Oh my God. It's time to rise above. That's what's happening in the ascension process. The masculine rising above. So feminine, make sure you're here too. In your High Priestess, Divine Feminine alignment, because that's what's happening with the masculine. I'm just, wow. Let's see what this one is. The Holy Spirit. Yes. Expect miracles. See, this is what Spirit's saying. Expect miracles. It's all part of the plan. Everything is being worked out so that we can move forward in this new life, in this new earth, in this new way of thinking and operating and being and living from a place of unconditional love. That's what's happening in the world and in the masculines and in the feminine collective. That's what's happening. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Only love is real. I say that all the time. It is the truth. I live in this energy. Love is not just words. Love is a vibration, is alignment with God, with the universe, with the Holy Spirit. That's what's happening. It's universal alignment. And some things need to be cleared away and need to be let go of and understood for this new beginning. And it's all part of the ascension process, leveling up, coming into mastership, mastering the self, mastering your emotions, mastering your mind, leveling up spiritually, becoming a master in this life. It's all part of the plan. So expect miracles and know that you're being protected the entire time. And let's see the progression here. Accelerated motion. Yeah, you are manifesting this accelerated motion, movement, communication, spiritual growth, wishing on a star and dreams coming true. The universe, when you do your part to heal, to bring yourself into balance, to let go and cut away whatever is necessary, live in a state of unconditional love and abundance and appreciation, just as things are, accepting things as they are, knowing that your life is meant to be abundant and wonderful and beautiful, and having this sacred love with your divine partner, the universe will then 100 times work in your favor and make it happen. And that's what's happening. Universal alignment. The stars are aligned for this healing. Wow, sacral chakra coming together. Okay, sacral chakra, that's your second chakra. 2, coming together with the energies within you, within yourself. That's your expansion, your spiritual growth, your creativity. This is very much Empress energy, the sacral chakra. Creation, creating life, having babies, that sacred sexual union that you have with another. You are connecting with your person with that creative energy. When you feel that feel good feeling and you're thinking about them and you're sending them telepathic thoughts of healing and creativity and abundance, they feel it. That is what is necessary right now. Bring yourself to alignment. Connect to that creative, gorgeous energy that lives inside of you, and let that energy be shined out to the world, and send love and healing and see your person in full power, because it is part of the ascension process. And as you all know, when we ascend, it can be uncomfortable sometimes to push out of old skin and old paradigms, old belief systems. That ego has had a grip on the masculine for quite some time. So, really think about that. It's hard to let go of old ways, but the masculine is working on it. They're making the choice to think about it, at least, and going within. So just the healing is happening. Expect miracles and know. The Fool. New beginnings. The world is yours. This is that new portal. You see that? Moving away from toxicity, moving away from situations and experiences and relationships that aren't serving you. Gaian awakening, Mother Earth awakening to this new world that we live in right now. There is a new world right now, a new way of seeing things, taking all that you've learned, all those lessons, all those uncomfortable moments, the challenges, the joys, the happiness, the blessings, all of it, all of the wisdom that you've gained so far. Emotional intelligence, and just moving on your path. And it's interesting how in this deck, the Fool is a mature woman, the sacred high priestess, the goddess, moving forward one step at a time towards your dreams. Follow your heart, follow your spiritual guidance, and you're going to be led on the path with the divine masculine. You see how that works? But it's up to you right now, divine feminine. It's up to us to just keep moving forward and hold space of that unconditional love. Share it with the world. Send that love out to the world, because the world is needing healing right now. Focus on yourself. Focus on that. What can you do to be best of service to yourself and the people around you? And just let that light shine, because that's what's happening right now, is all of us are here to anchor down the people in alignment, the light workers, the healers, all of this beautiful energy of the people that just have already done a lot of this work. I've done a lot of this work. I know how it feels, and I'm still doing work now, but I'm here to help all of you, to share the message so all of us can unite in this beautiful, beautiful synergy of unconditional love, and then shine that out to the world so the world can heal. And so your masculine can heal. And so you can heal. To end this message. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please reach out to me if you're healing or personal reading. But we're going to read a little bit from the Gaian Awakening, is what they're telling me from the book. Mother Gaia awakens to a new level of consciousness, as well as all inhabitants living in, on, and around her precious energetic field. New conscious awareness grows for humanity toward the planetary ascension process and its awakening frequencies. Specific light codes emit to direct souls to move to their resonant geographies on Earth in order to integrate, upgrade, and assist Gaia with their transformations. Yes, if you're feeling like you need to move, or there's a place that you need to be, or you're looking for a job somewhere else, that's because Mother Earth Gaia is guiding you there. You are being prepared to make a change in location or shift in your surroundings. The shift can be geographical or a deep inner shift. New experiences and synchronistic events will occur to connect you with specific people and opportunities so you can fulfill your life's purpose. It's time to reach out to your true soul or star family. You're receiving upgrades now that will assist you with propelling you to higher level. It's a great time to connect with Gaia. Wow. It's a grand awakening for all of us. It's time to connect with Mother Earth, get outside, find that healing, find that peace, that balance, and move forward towards your dreams, towards your destiny, creating your legacy. I love and appreciate you all.